You cannot get an Italian cream cake anywhere better than this. It's delicious. So we're going to start out with 4 ounces of room temperature cream cheese. You're going to use a half stick of butter at room temperature, a cup of buttermilk, a half cup of water, 3 eggs, a white cake mix, and then you're going to toast some coconut and pecans and have them ready to go in there too. And a half stick of room temperature butter, and you're going to cream these two together until it's fluffy. Now I'm going to add my eggs. I'm going to alternate my cake mix with my buttermilk. I'll put about half of this in. I'm going to beat it good. Our buttermilk. The rest of our cake mix. And the half cup of warm water. Okay, it's a beautiful cake batter. I toasted a cup of Baker's flaked coconut, which is sweetened coconut, and a cup of large, they're chopped nuts, but they're pretty large, and I toasted them in my air fryer. And if you want to know how to do that, just look in the description post at the instructions. But we're going to be using this on the top of the cake after we ice it, and we're also going to put a cup of this in our cake layer. All right, that's 1 cup of toasted coconut and pecans. We're going to mix this up and get them in the layers. That keeps me from having to answer a lot of questions, y'all. All righty. We're going to get these in the oven. And boy, this is so good with that toasted coconut and those pecans. You can't get a better cake layer, I promise. Looks really pretty. All right, we're going to get them in the oven. Okay. These are ready. They are light on the top. They have just started pulling away from the sides of the pan, and that's what you want. They're done, but really pale. They're going to be pretty. So we're going to set them right here on the table. And that way they won't get any darker on the bottom. It's another good thing about using cake mix. You can flip them out fast. Go ahead and have that parchment cut and ready with the cream cheese and the butter, and we're going to mix them until they're nice and fluffy. Now we're going to start alternating some powdered sugar and cream. And that's all we need. I'm going to put just a little bit of vanilla in it too. This one's kind of got a lip on it. I'm going to take it off because I don't want it sticking out. So all I did is take the little edge off so that it wouldn't be sticking out. Of course, we're probably going to cover it with pecans anyway, so it probably don't even matter, but I'm going to go ahead and clean this one up too because it made my hands sticky. And I always tell people to pay attention how I'm holding the spatula if they want to learn how to ice a cake and not get the crumbs all over the place. You really need to use your pointer here, and you don't hold it flat like this, you hold it at an angle. I'm going to get these crumbs off the side before I ice the sides so that they don't get stuck up in there. Okay, our last layer is going on the top. And cake mixes don't have a lot of cake in them anymore. And that's one reason I like to do 3 layers too, is because they really don't get very tall. And if you use 9-inch layers, use 2 layers because it just wouldn't be very pretty if they were much thinner than what I've got. If you're making one of my homemade cakes, they actually have a lot more cake batter, so you could use 3 nines and it still look pretty good. All right, to ice a cake, so you take your icing, put it on the top of the cake, you take your spatula and hold it like I was telling you, and you push it to the side, you grab it, and then you spread it. And this keeps the crumbs from getting in the icing. I'm trying to save enough icing to do the border at the top to make it pretty. I think I can have it a little bit more. And you can go over the sides with a little bit of flake coconut as well. My border tip, that's my favorite, we actually let it fall down into the garbage disposal and messed it up. So today I'm going to use this and just see how it turns out. I'll have to order me another one of my faves. We're going to get this in here. Get a border around the top. And this is a really pretty cake when it's done. All right, we'll see how this looks. We're just going to do a swirl around the edge.